We are live. Come here, kitty. There's a kitty. Oh, it's a scaredy cat. Bye-bye, kitty. All right. Hope there's no bees or nothing in here. For a whole minute now, huh? That's absolutely crazy. All right. I'm actually kind of glad I got my watch hours up now. It was sitting at 25 for a long time, and now it's up to 28, which is phenomenal. These live streams seem to help out a lot, actually. Keep growing my watch hours, because posting YouTube short helps a little bit, but not enough. I've gotten like 125,000 views in the past year so far, 127,000, and out of those I've only gotten like 20 watch hours or whatever. So these live streams seem to help out a lot more than anything else, which is great, actually. I'm glad YouTube makes it so you can get your watch hours up to 500 just by doing a live stream, which is pretty cool, I guess. Hello. But like, yeah, 28 out of 500 so far, which is great. Just streaming to get it up. Pretty slow day today. You know, it's Saturday, so a lot of people have off today. My day was pretty good. What part of the world are you in? My day just begun like 2-3 hours ago. But so far my day's been pretty well. Pretty chill. I got this new bike thing with like a motor on it. It's not a moped, it's not a motorcycle, it's like a bicycle with a small motor on it. So I'm ride that around today, have some fun on that, and see. Huh. That's pretty cool, I guess. If y'all don't mind, subscribe, like the stream or whatever. Stay here for like 5 minutes, whatever you want to do. Anything you can do helps. Basically, just gonna do some chit-chatting with folks on here and see how everyone's doing. For a little bit. One of my friends is supposed to be coming around here soon anyways. He's gonna look at the bike with me. Get out, thank you. No, fly. There's a fly. And it's flying around and it's quite annoying actually. But there's a fly. What else? Hello. Angel. I'm gonna just call you Angel. Basically though, pretty chill day. Nothing much going on. How is everyone else's day going so far, you know? Like, what is everyone up to? What is everyone up to? I know what I'm up to today. I'm gonna go out and split some wood and stuff with an axe for fun. Um, but like, yeah. What the heck? You had a bad day? Oh, I'm sorry. I hope just me being here makes it better in any way. That's never fun to hear about having a bad day, so. There's always going to be better days. You got to remember that, too. For every bad day, you'll have 2 good days, so. I like how quiet it is out here, too. It's pretty quiet, actually, you know. I can just sit in my thoughts, or I can go live on YouTube and talk to everyone around the world, you know. That's what's so great about live streaming and stuff, is you can talk to people from all over the world. Germany, the UK, the United States, Canada, and it's just, most of the time you have great conversations with people, and it's really great, really great. Yeah, where I am, it's only supposed to be a high of 75, which is colder, but it's still pretty warm. I was hoping, actually, this might sound weird, but I was hoping for a bit of a colder weekend because, you know, I kind of like the cold a bit, you know. I also like my warm days, but I generally like my cold. I find it easier to fall asleep when it's cold, so I think it's supposed to only get down to like 60, maybe 55 in the nights, which is actually decently cold. That's a comfortable temperature, around 55, maybe 60. I think room temperature's like 67 or something like that, 60, right around there. But like, yeah, it's like a great temperature out right now. It's not extremely hot, it's not extremely cold. It's like warm with a subtle breeze, if you know what I mean. So like, warm with a subtle breeze is just perfect temperature if you want to get out and do some yard work or clean up for fall or whatever you want to do. It's great timing for that. There we go. It's great. Is anyone doing any like fall activities coming up here? I know it's still technically summer, but um they're already starting the fall activities. Like, you can do apple picking here, and there's all the pumpkin spice craze going on right now, where it's like, woo, pumpkin spice, you know. That's something, me personally, I don't understand, the pumpkin spice thing, but if other people like it, you know, that's your cup of tea. I have my own cup of tea, but I don't understand the pumpkin spice stuff. But like, yeah, is my phone getting warm? No, it's getting pretty warm. Yeah, it's getting pretty warm. That's all right. What does that even mean? What is... I think I've heard of 40 quid before, so like, I definitely know what 40 quid is. But for a bottle of water, that's like a couple dollars in United States dollars, you know. Is that like a reference to like a movie or something? Like a viral clip I've never seen? Because if it's like something on TikTok, I've 100% never heard it. Price tag. There's a price tag. Please. price tag. Yeah, you definitely made me look. I'm looking around trying to find a price tag in the background. What do you mean a price tag? What do you mean a price tag? You definitely got me with that one. Price tag. 40 quid for a bottle of water. 40 quid. Isn't that, 40 quid for 40 quid? Are you mad? It's only a bloody bottle of water. I don't know. I feel like I could have done. Show my fingers. Here. I think my hands are pretty dirty already, and it's not even noon. So 40 quid, that's British pounds or whatever. So British pound is like $1.12 to United States dollar. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, how much would that be? That's pretty expensive for a bottle of water. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Um, well, you know, you got peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You got your regular ham sandwich. I guess it depends on like the cut of bread, because if it's like between two pieces of bread, like sandwich bread, then I guess it could be considered a sandwich. But if it's in like a hot dog bun, then you're probably looking more towards a sub than a sandwich, because you know you don't put like warm cooked food on a sandwich. The only time you ever put warm cooked stuff on something is like a sandwich, when you get like the what am I looking for? Like cooked steak or whatever, where it's all warm, and then there's like the cheese, and then there's like a meatball sub. So I guess you're looking more of like a sub than a sandwich. I don't know why I had to go so in depth on like if a hot dog is a sandwich, because that for some reason that actually made me think. Do fish get thirsty? Do fish get thirsty? No. That was a great answer. Well, I had to think about it. I had to like thoroughly think it through, because, you know, peanut butter and jelly, right? You got your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or if you like your peanut butter and Nutella sandwich, or whatever you're into, you consider it a sandwich. But when it comes to like a different cut of bread where it's like circular, then you're looking at more of a sub, because some of the toppings you put on there is warmer or don't belong on a sandwich. So like, because like if you tried putting like Italian makings with like your sauce or whatever on like a piece of bread, your piece of bread's gonna get all soggy and dissolve in your hands. So sub sandwich, you're probably gonna call it a sub. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, you're probably gonna call it a sub more than anything else, if that makes sense. Hold on 1 second. I'm still here, folks. 1 second, I gotta check something. All right. You know, it's a simple question, but if you really want to get into the detail of the question, is a hot dog, what'd you say? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Well, a hot dog is a hot dog, you know, but it depends on, like, if you're eating the hot dog warm, or if you're mixing the hot dog with other things, if you're putting it on a bun, if you're putting it on a slice of bread, there's different factors into it. So if it's like a cold hot dog, which is just completely off the rails crazy, then you put it between a slice of bread, then it's a sandwich. You know, you put your hot dogs and then whatever other ingredients you might want to put on it, then that's a sandwich. But if you eat it warm, you're going to want to put it in a bun, because like the bun will hold the heat of the hot dog, and the bun will be nice, and you'll eat it that way. So I don't know. It just depends on your question, because is a hot dog a sandwich? A hot dog by itself is a hot dog. Might need a little more context than that, but yeah. Might need a little bit more context than that, you know what I mean? How hot is my phone? It's not that bad. It isn't that bad. Maybe I'll roll down the other window. Uh-oh. Let me roll down the other window really quick. Alright. We got some air flowing through here, hopefully. Cool off a bit better. Let me ask you now, is a hot dog a sandwich? What do you think? Using your own logic and thought behind it, is a hot dog a sandwich? You know what I mean? Should I buy a helicopter? What do you think? Should I buy a helicopter and fly a helicopter around? I'll get my helicopter license and stuff, and that'll be my first car. If my helicopter, if I can't get there on a helicopter, then there's no point in going there. You know, the fuel for it would probably be an obnoxious amount, but like, you'd only have to fill it up a couple of times. So let me go park my helicopter at the local Walmart or whatever, you know. I don't think opening the window made a bit of a difference. I think it's hotter in here now that the other window's open, so. Actually, no, there's a bit of a breeze coming through, you know, that crosshair breeze, and it's just... Oh, there's the first bee. I saw the first bee. Them bees are about to go bye-bye for the winter. Or not even winter, it's fall. I keep forgetting there's another season in between winter and summer. Nope, summer and winter. Wait. No, because winter... You'd say winter... No, you'd say winter to summer, because then that'd be spring. So summer to winter. Who is even in this live stream anymore? Is there any actual folks in here? Or is it just me sounding crazy talking to myself? I bet you just me, you know. Hi, you just got a new sub, and did you know that Saturn is losing its rings? Oh. So actually, thank you for subscribing, but that just made me think of something. When Earth was first, like, made in the Big Bang explosion, it had its own set of rings, too, due to all the debris and stuff flying off the Earth, because there was less gravity, or whatever. So there was technically a ring around Earth, which means that's good for Saturn, because it's, well, thank you. I like small content creators, too. I love subscribing to them, and most of the time, I do what most other people do, go into their live streams and actually talk to them, because I like being able to talk to the other creators. But, which, Saturn's losing its rings is actually pretty good for Saturn, which means it's beginning a new stage of, like, is Saturn like a planet, or is it a gas giant? Because I can't remember. Because if it's a gas giant, then that just means it's losing its rings. But if it's an actual planet, that means it's starting a new stage, which means it's going to start, the process of... Second.